Hey guys, what's happening? My name's Trevor Caldwell here at H&E Studios, and today we're sitting down with Martez Hawkins from Yo Martez. So,
It's me.
I'm really curious to start this off. Where did Yo Martez come from? Where did that name come from? I think everybody's interested in that.
I guess I would first just thank my mother because, again, my name is Martez. So Yo Martez is just a yo in front of my name. So you could be Yo Trevor or
Okay.
Yo Caleb or Yo whoever, you know?
Is there a story behind it, or was it just, did you kind of like throw spaghetti at the wall and that's just what stuck?
I mean, to be honest, Yo Martez was just my social media name.
Okay.
Even from my email to my PSN account, like YOMARTEZ, Yo Martez. And that's all it was. I wasn't trying to create anything outside of myself. It was just a name from me, you know?
Okay.
And everything that came after is kind of like, to be honest, it kind of blew up out of proportion with some intention, but I didn't know the capacity that it would come at, you know? So,
Yeah.
but the Yo Martez was just generally the name that I used as my tag. There was nothing really significant to it until it became that.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And so whenever you started like creating, did you start creating content first, or did you start doing merchandising? Or I know you cut too. So
Okay.
what kind of came first? How did Yo Martez get started as a brand itself?
Branding wise, okay, so again, my name was Yo Martez before anyone knew that it was that, you know? So the first thing that started was, I would say, barbering is
Okay.
what kind of initiated it. When I first got to Abilene, Texas, I used to wear a clothing brand called Johnny Cupcakes. So I was known as Martez Cupcakes before my tag, which was Yo Martez.
Okay.
Because that's the brand that I was representing mostly. And when it became time for me to start trying to brand myself, intricate with the barbering aspect, I wanted to look at everything that I loved about Johnny Cupcakes and implement that into Yo Martez so that it could appeal the same way that Johnny Cupcakes appealed to me.
Okay.
And the things that I loved about Johnny Cupcakes were the parroting, so that kind of birthed the Yo MTV logo
Okay.
with the name Yo Martez, considering it was Yo Martez, Yo MTV.
Yeah.
Easy correlation, as well as other things that anybody who's followed the brand can kind of see how I've followed that same blueprint. So the parroting is a beautiful thing that Johnny Cupcakes does that I liked, as well as like just simple things like when it comes to detail. So things like packaging, things that could really captivate your customers' attention outside of just the product itself.
Yeah,
More of
'cause
creating that experience.
I came by not too long ago. I came and got a shirt, if y'all can see.
Yeah.
This
To
way. Yeah.
kill your ego.
So that's one of the newest shirts that you've done.
Right.
You printed that was it specifically for Halloween?
Yes and no. I feel like it can be outside of Halloween, but
Yeah.
it was during the time frame of it as well.
I think so too. I think
Yeah.
it kind of fits both molds. I
Right.
like it a lot. But what I like too is whenever I came and I got the shirt, even though I came and got it from you in person, you still packed it well. You threw stickers in it. Like
Yeah.
it felt, whenever I put it in my car, like I was proud to buy it as it
Having
was. But
something,
like,
right,
yeah,
right,
like
right.
I set it in my car, like I was about to throw the seatbelt on it. Like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was happy with it. So it's really cool that you add that touch to everything you do, really. I mean, I've looked at your social media and I've watched the way you've moved since I moved here to Abilene. And I've really appreciated it. And
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot.
yeah,
Honestly.
the time and detail. I mean, somebody who comes from having a social media background as well, like it's not easy. And you've been really persistent, and I think I love the branding too. The whole Yo MTV raps and like kind of keeping it like a fresh spin on like an urban kind of clothing brand. It's refreshing. It is, and it's unique. It's not like anything really else. I've never heard of Johnny Cupcakes. Where is that from? And where are you from originally?
Okay, yeah. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay.
I came to Abilene, Texas by way of the military, so I got stationed initially at Korea, and that's where I found Johnny Cupcakes.
Okay.
I was in Korea overseas, and it was catching wind, like that being kind of my personality. Johnny Cupcakes. I have so many Johnny Cupcake shirts. It was just ridiculous, you know. So he's from Boston, by the way, and with things that brought me to love Johnny Cupcakes outside of his creativity was his like character. He was a straight edge type of guy. So I appreciated the fact that he didn't have to like smoke, party, drink, or none of that to captivate an audience and still like be socially accepted. So that was really like, I guess I'll say like inspiring. I was like, okay, that's dope. Like, so I was bought in, and so I'm getting a little bit choked up thinking about it because like this is really the core of who I am, and it's nice to tell my story if people really care, you know. So
Yeah.
um,
Well, I'm glad, man. That's why I wanted to sit down with you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've always thought your brand was really special, and what you do in this community too. I mean, Abilene, I don't think is a very easy place to break into, especially with the kind of clothing brand that you run. It's very, like I said, it's very tasteful, but it is still considered, urban eclectic, I would say.
Definitely.
And so I've seen so many people. I've seen all ages, all colors. It doesn't matter who it is wearing your shirts. And so it's unique. It's really cool, and it's nice to see it. Like I said, it's refreshing to see it here in a community like Abilene. And for you to come from St. Louis, Missouri,
not even be from here,
even be from here, and have the kind of influence that you've had among this place. And I know that you ship nationwide, correct?
Absolutely. Again, I have the military ties, so I have some friends and buddies, battle buddies, wingman, whatever you want to call it. In all aspects of life, whether it's America or overseas. So a lot of times people see on social media like, dang, he's shipping to Germany or like Italy. This is Aviano Air Base. This is Ramstein Air Base. The common folk won't know that, but if you're in that light, you kind of know the networking. And that's just a testament to like dreaming bigger, thinking bigger beyond your social constraints. And a lot of people in Abilene kind of look inward and don't think of expansion. And when I came here, I immediately saw the benefits of this region on a geographic level, as well as on a cultural level. There was a lack, so that's why I could be a breath of fresh air, like you said, like you're saying, which I already kind of knew that was going to be an easy avenue, And I wanted to touch on. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Good.
I wanted to touch on when you were talking about like all the different people who support it. That means the most to me. That's the most important. Is like I had a young lady come in, Kaylin Wink, tattoo artist over at I believe Sacred Art Tattoos. Shout out to Kaylin. But she came in yesterday to buy some stuff for me, and she was talking about how much she sees our stuff in the gym. I say y'all Martez, whatever the brand. She sees it so much in the gym, and it blows her mind how many people she sees that like she would never expect them to be wearing it. She's like, I couldn't even like put it in the lineup. It's like one day I'll see somebody, and then I'll see somebody complete opposite character. You know what I mean? Different face, different color, whatever it may be. And it's like, dang, like how the hell does he or she know Martez? So like that to me is what it's all about, though. Like that's true branding when you can make that impact insurmountably across everyone, not just one demo,
Yeah.
So,
No, and I think that you utilizing an area, like you said, that there's a lack of that, but still finding an avenue in a thing like the Air Force. I'm hearing that from you, that you saw that as a potential of like, oh, I might be in West Central Texas where there's nothing like even close to this big. If you're not from Abilene, there's nothing even close to this big until you hit Dallas, Lubbock. Lubbock is even smaller than Abilene, I believe.
I think it's bigger, more. But I don't know the numbers.
Yeah, but I mean, really nothing for miles, for hundreds of miles. Between here and there, between Austin and Dallas, really, this is the only hub. And for you to utilize such a small space and have such a broad reach, and to know that like, hey, I'm going to use my military background and use the Air Force. Like they're literally getting on planes every day. So
and
like
they spread it easily for the brand,
and the people, the revolving community.
Definitely,
because you have 3 colleges here. You have the Air Force, so people are always moving here and moving away.
Facts.
So you have a limited amount of time to make that impact. So for you to do that and have people travel with it is an incredible feat in itself as well. And I think it does show, just to speak on Abilene, I think it's a testament that if you put yourself out there and you're consistent, that this community will respond to you. It's just a matter of doing it. And it doesn't, I think I really enjoy looking at your social media too, and I have for years, because whether you show it or not, or whether you feel it or not, even if you have something that's not banging on Instagram, like doing it every single day,
Yeah.
whether it's 10 likes or 200 likes or
Yeah.
whether, you know what I mean? Like you're just putting yourself out there consistently, which is something that a lot of entrepreneurs won't do. And people end up making excuses about it.
Yeah.
And say, you know, I just got to get this break. And like, you just get up every day and you just do it,
Try
which
to get
is
after it.
yeah, which is incredible, man.
I really appreciate it, man. It's a blessing, and I'm very the family, my real family, like my wife and my kid. Like I remind my wife every day. I'm just like, man, like it's crazy that people still like support and want to buy stuff or even get haircuts. So I have to remind her, like, we can't be worried about the like little feasible stuff because we're living in our purpose and we're so lucky to be where we are. So we really gotta just take our time to like have some gratitude for real. So
That's for sure,
yeah.
man.
Sorry again, I'm just like,
Nah, dude, that's hey.
this means a lot to me and I see the value. So I'm just like, all right, I feel so much about it all. So it's nice to have the appreciation.
Yeah, and I'm honored to be able to sit down with you, man. I really am.
Thank you.
So to kind of not really change directions, but I do want to know.
I'm gonna get a drink of water, my bad.
No, you go. So obviously you've had to overcome adversity through this whole thing. So
Absolutely.
Where
That's why I'm over here like choked up like a little schoolgirl.
was there a time that you were ever going to call it quits, or was there a time that that you really had to overcome something big in order to continue pushing?
When you say quits, in what aspect? Quits in what area?
Just something that really stopped you in your tracks, or because I mean, you've been doing this for how long have you been here in Abilene?
I got in Abilene back in 2009 when Abilene High won state championship.
Okay,
and that was enough to make me fall in love with this town. Just the football community alone. Back in St. Louis, we're a bigger city, but we might have 5 fans at the football game. Maybe, and I came here and I remember putting it on like socials, whatever it was at the time in 2009. And literally everyone was like flooding me like, bro, what? I thought you were in a little town. Like, what is this? And I'm like, I am in a little town, but like literally, bro, like the whole town is here.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally made sense to me why Mizzou could never beat any Texas teams when I was growing up. Like it really clicked. I'm like, oh, like football is way different out here, So I'm a big fan of football, so I love that as well. But as far as adversity, I say that's always that like trying to find motivation every day is an obstacle, When it comes to my barber career, I had a lot of adversity with like the schools and trying to like negate that or navigate that, I would say. I ended up having to like couch surf at a buddy's house, my boy Rashad, out in Dallas and finishing school in Dallas. Like I was going to school 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. at night, like literally 12 hours, sleeping at his house, waking up and doing it again, eating Jack in the Box, tacos, $1 tacos, get 2 tacos for $1.
Yeah.
Like that was what I was doing for like a month straight. But I did it and I finished and here we are now,
So adversity is just an everyday.
It's undeniable. You're going to have that. You have to have that. So if that's what deters you, then you don't want it bad enough. So, and I really want more. Honestly, like I want to be bigger than Abilene. But I love Abilene. I feel like I'm kind of outgrowing it now a little bit.
Yeah,
it's harder for me to go out. People treat you differently, So,
well, that brings me to a good topic. So, do you have big things in the works or anything? Like, what's next? What do you see for yourself next, or where would you like to be?
So what's next? Big thing in the works is I'm having another kid.
No
in
way.
Like a month.
Congratulations, man.
So I already have one. My boy Maze he'll be 2 in January, and my wife is pregnant right now, and we don't know, but the due date is December 21st. So
wow,
I'm kind of all over the place, to be honest with you. Like I'm always working on some stuff, like that doesn't ever change. However, family is first. Well, God first, then family, honestly. So I've always kind of had a little mystery to that answer since I've started it. Like, hey, what's up for next for y'all Martez? I'm like, well, I've always heard, Lil Wayne said it best. Real Jesus move in silence like lasagna. So I'll keep it like that. Like if you rocking with us, stay tuned. If not, then you probably gonna see us anyways because we booming. So that's
There
just
you
being
go.
honest,
Well,
So,
you heard it here first. If you want to know what Martez is up to, you got to follow him.
Check me
you
out.
Gotta stay in the motion, stay with the movement, man. So so I know you kind of hit on your socials. You want to go ahead and tell the people where they can can find you, where they can follow you, and then maybe your physical location as well for people who don't know.
Okay, for anybody locally in Abilene, Texas, or surrounding area, Yo Martez, that's how you pronounce it, is the clothing store. My name is Martez. I'm the owner. It is located at 1290 South Willis, Abilene, Texas. It is in the People's Plaza, which is a big space for creatives, businesses alike, that try to harbor a community of people trying to cultivate forward moving, doing things to elevate rather than complaining and not coming with solutions. A lot of people do that, and that's not just a dig on Abilene, that's just the world. We all kind of fester on negativity, so I'm trying to be a beacon of light in this community and in the world, honestly. So come check us out. Like I said, 1290 South Willis, Abilene, Texas. Any social media is going to be Yo Martez. That's just YOMARTEZ. If you add a .com to that, you can find my website where you can book haircuts and or purchase merchandise. Outside of that, I know you touched on what do I aspire to do in the future. I definitely want to expand. I would love to have a store out in Dallas at some point. Bigger cities that would really give us a little bit more love and flowers, So, but that's for the future. Things are moving progressively well. Family, business-wise, we've been still rocking. People have fallen off, but the train is still going. So that's all I got.
Good deal, man. Well, I'm glad we got to sit down. Make sure you go and follow HE Studios on Instagram, and then check us out online. You can go to hnestudios.com. You can book with us time. We do podcast recording and music recording as well. So don't forget to check us out. And that's where you'll find links to the full video for sitting down with Martez Hawkins. So I appreciate it again, man. It was so nice to have you.
I appreciate it. Nice setup, nice studio. Can I give a couple shout outs?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I want to give a shout out to Caleb Evans. He is behind the camera, but he's doing his thing, man. And shout out to the studio, man. Y'all are doing great. I love the equipment. Everything looks phenomenal. I would love to come back again. And encourage anybody else to inquire and check it out. This feels like positive energy, a breath of fresh air for Abilene. I get a lot of people hitting me up, and I ignore a lot of people, and it is what it is, you know what I mean? But I didn't ignore you, and I feel good about not ignoring you. Yeah. Sorry for the couple delays, but we got through it, and I'm thankful, and I feel good about it. So
yeah, man, we'll have to sit down whenever you do got maybe a new line coming out or something special. Just come and pop in, even if it's just 10 minutes. We can sit down, chop it up.
Okay, sounds good, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And congratulations on the new kid.
Thank you. That is crazy.
Yeah,
I never thought I'd have one kid. Now I'm about to have two. It's wild. So
oh yeah. No joke. My wife brought adoption up to me today. We want to adopt.
They just keep one more. They never get satisfied.
No, never. My wife was like, I want 12, and then she had a really traumatic birth, and then 15 minutes. I'm talking about like 15 minutes after she's like healing, she's like, I want like 4 more. I'm like, I haven't even changed her diaper once yet, baby. Like
that sounds
crazy. just oh man, and she's looking at the adoption paperwork today, and she was like, "You get like a $12,000 grant. We only have to come up with like maybe like 30,000 more." She's like, "We could do that in 2 years." I'm like, "Baby,
why are we putting all this stress on
yeah,
ourselves?
like I was like, "I love you, and I want to adopt too." But I'm like, "It's the time and the place."
Yeah, I feel adoption is a good thing, but yeah, my St. Louis almost came out when you said 12. I was like, no, we're gonna say F12. No 12.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but 12 kids is crazy.
Yeah,
that's wicked.
Yeah, she's something else.
Bless her heart though.
Yeah,
shout out to Miss TJ Trevor. What's her name?
Caldwell, Nat.
Nat?
Yeah.
Shout out to Nat.
Yeah.
Good luck. I'm gonna pray for you.
Shout out to Nat and pray for me.
Yeah. Pray for everybody. Pray for me too, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so All right, if we're good then.
Yeah, I
we're
wanted
good.
to get some of that extra, honestly, just to talk out of it. Because we
Okay.
could take that and do some B-roll.
No, that's
with it.
good because it's actually me with my voice. I'm sorry I was getting so choked up, but like I can't explain how much like so many people think they know shit and they don't know anything, or they ask, but I don't think that many people ask anymore because they feel like they know the story.
Yeah.
So it's nice to get people to ask, and then I'm thinking about like the core me, and it's just like
Well,
I can't even believe I'm here, bro.
Yeah.
Like it like I didn't. We planned shit, but we didn't plan it for it to happen like this, So
Well, that's why I'm really.
it's crazy.
It's not just for the show. I'm really
Yeah.
happy I got to sit down with you, and you're somebody who I aspire to be like within the community too. I think that me and a lot of people look up to you, and for what you've been able to accomplish. Especially not even being from this town. Like I would have thought you were Abilene born and bred.
I love
sure.
Abilene though. That's the thing. Like I really do love Abilene. I always made the joke like.
But you definitely, I think you're right. Dallas, like, your
we
brand
can go
is so,
up for real.
Yeah,
for
your
real,
brand is so much bigger.
But I understand. I have patience for one, so I understand. Like you got to crawl before you walk. So like, I'm not trying to rush that process, and like the journey is part of the fun. Like, that's why I'm getting choked up thinking like, damn, bro, like I was just Johnny Cupcakes a couple years back, and now people are like, oh, they don't even introduce themselves to me. They tell me they know me, and it makes me feel so. Like, it sucks almost because I gotta say this piece. It sucks because like I don't get a chance to meet people.
Yeah.
It hurts so bad being a people person because I feel like it robs me of my opportunity to like, I don't know, like give you anything because you feel like you already know so much. So it fucks me up.
No, I feel you, man. I feel you. I do. I feel like I'm definitely part of that even.
It sucks.
So it's nice to be able to sit down with you and meet you on a real level. And I think too, just to give you another perspective too, I think someone like me who looks up to you and aspires to you, sometimes it feels like even though you're a very real person, and I've never had anything different from you, even in meeting you in passing, you seem very genuine. But at the same time, sometimes I think that maybe people do that because they feel like it's meeting you's unattainable.
I'm just a normal person.
I know. And even though this is Abilene, and like you said, there's so much room for growth, and you may feel small. I think people look at you much bigger than you are, and so when they're like, "Oh man, yeah, I know who you are," they do that because they're looking for a way in too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they don't know, if they don't know you, then I know it's fucked up. It is. It's backwards because you want someone to be like, just meet
tell me
you
who you are, bro. Like, what's up? Who are you?
Yeah.
That.
But that's I think that's something that people should know about you too.
Yeah.
Man, is that
it sucks. It sucks so bad here.
Yeah, because in a place like
it's double edged.
Yeah, because everybody knows you, so they feel like they think they know you. In a place that's bigger like Dallas, you could be popping and people still don't know.
And
they
that's
don't know
tight,
you.
bro. You can move and feel good.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. But here it's like, damn, I feel like I'm in a tank.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why I go home. That's why I go home most of the time because it's too much for me. It's too much for my mental. But thank you again. I really wanted to share that too, just for the people, because they won't know if I don't tell them. They don't see that side of things, and honestly, there's not really a way to see that unless like you hear it or feel it or see it. Until you get to that point.
Yeah, I think you need a T-shirt that says, "Yo, act like you don't know me."
That's fire, bro. I like that. You know what I mean? Because like I would appreciate that a lot more. I had more fun when people didn't know me, and now it's like I just want to get away from everything.
Well, maybe you sitting down and and talking about it.
Yeah, I feel like this is my level up, bro. I needed this moment honestly because. I mean, my wife knows, like, between, like, family, real family, and, like, success in Abilene, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a shit ton. And then you throw fatherhood in there.
Oh yeah.
Low key though, that is the silver lining.
Yeah. That'll
It
keep
makes
you
it
going.
worth it. It keeps me.
Yeah. Well,
So
you can rock out with us anytime you want somebody to act like they don't know you.
yeah, bro, I'll be back for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Anytime, man. We're here, and I'm always available, dude. I got my daughter, but you ever want to just go low key and go have a drink or something, or just sit down and talk? I'm super glad I got to sit down and talk with you, and you're able to open up.
Hell yeah, bro. I needed it for real.
Yeah.
I really did. I couldn't even contain it. I'm like, fuck. So
Well, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
That's dope. It's dope, and I commend you for coming in here and just being raw and being who you are and being
I
yourself.
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me the opportunity, and I hope my words don't land on deaf ears. You know, like I hope people can take something away from it, whether it's to level you up or just get you through Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, man, for sure. I think it will. I don't, like I said, there's a lot of people in this community who look up to you because you don't know me from Adam
Yeah, true.
at all, and I'm not the only person for sure.
Yeah.
So I think that it's really nice to just sit down with you and to let people in on that portion of it. But to know still when you walk away from here that like you're
I'm healing, bro.
Yeah, you are. You're healing, and your voice does carry, and people do respect you and look up to you.
Yeah.
And I think in a manner too, like I said, I think that there's some people who, to flip it on its head, they just feel like they want to get to know you.
Yeah.
And they don't know how. They don't
yeah.
know how. They don't know how to.
I understand that.
They don't
sure.
know how to treat you, especially it's Abilene.
Abilene, yeah.
People
I
don't
never
run into
seen nothing like that.
No,
Yeah, I get it, bro.
Yeah.
It just sucks. I'm like, it happened so fast. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, how did we get here? Like, I could talk to anybody before. Like last year, I could talk to people. Now people act like I'm too good for them.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, okay.
I think I found my new barber.
I got you. Hey, I got you, bro. If you need the cut, I got you. I'm good at just the talking points. I don't cry when I give haircuts. So you'll be straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just talking about me is real personable. So
No, that's good though. Yeah.
I feel like no one ever really cares.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah, no. I feel like I feel good even though I'm doing this. But this is like my rebirthing to my next level. And you asked about new stuff. Of course, I have stuff we're working. It feels good to shed and to be seen.
I would rather know about you having a kid and leveling up in a whole different way than know what clothes you got coming out.
Yeah.
I can come check out the store.
You know what I mean? You'll see it if you're rocking. You'll see that shit. You know.
No,
but
I like
the
that.
kid thing. That's major. Like I said, that's the silver lining, man. Like immediately my voice clears up. You know, like I'm talking about my kid. That's a whole nother purpose. That's a whole nother motivation.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, I know. I was in the, I do music, and so, I was first thing as soon as my daughter came out, I was singing to her and writing music about her. Like that was a hot streak for me whenever she was little, and she got a little older, and I had some career changes and stuff. But I'm right back in it now that we're in here. My creative. Yeah, just to have the space, man.
Oh man, this is a dope area to. I would love to just come over here, but I feel like when I said I wanted to do B-roll, so I posted it and like I literally I think I captioned it like be different, and I already have people hitting me up like where is that, and I tagged Abilene. I'm like y'all don't know where this place is, and this is the problem with y'all. Like y'all say there ain't shit to do, but you ain't looking for nothing to do besides guitars or whatever else bullshit. And I'm like,
nah, come create something. That's this is. It's gonna be. I'm super excited about what Caleb and Chris have going on.
I was like, I want to come here more often just to be away from the everything that's everything. I like quiet spaces. I like to play chess. I like to read books sometimes. Like that's my vibe. Like I don't need to be in the chaos all the time.
Oh, we should do an
You know what I'm
episode
saying?
where we play
So-
chess.
No, I'll kick your ass though.
Come on.
Both of y'all are getting cooked. I don't know what.
Oh, we had to have a
No, I'm
chess
not-
tournament at the.
I'm a little rusty.
at
I ain't gonna
H&E
lie.
Studios.
I'm a little rusty. I ain't gonna even lie. But
I haven't played in years.
I was gonna say one other thing when you talk about just the creative thing. That's like, yeah, if you're not gonna come up with solutions to what you consider problems, don't complain about other people coming up with their own solutions because you ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
And that's what a hater is. It's like, bro, I never would hate on the next man. Like, if you're doing something for yourself and it's what you need to be doing, then all the power to you. Me disliking you for that is not going to do anything for me. You know what I mean? So that's just in life, you know.
My mom used to always say, if there's a problem and you can't come with a solution, that's a you problem.
Yeah, maybe
That's a
you
you
might be the
problem.
problem. Yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe fix your
yeah.
thought process. So yeah,
I don't know when she told me that, but that's I used to give that in my management speeches. Anytime I had new people I was training that come with a
tell them
problem,
that?
like, you have a solution? No. Well, then if you can't find a solution to the
maybe,
problem,
or maybe it's not that big of a problem.
Yeah, or it's not that big of a problem. Exactly. Evaluate it.
Yeah.
Go back, give me 10 minutes, come back and tell me what you think. If it's still a problem, then we'll sit down and figure it out if you can't figure it out. But
100%.
yeah, a problem without a solution is not a problem.
No.
Ever. Or if it is, you need to start looking at yourself a little harder.
Yeah, in the mirrors, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been a nice experience, man. I'm gonna
Good.
thank again. It felt good to de-shed and be seen, be felt, be heard because I feel so invisible, which is crazy. You know, like I really feel invisible, but like seen at the same time, like a monkey in the zoo type of shit.
Yeah.
It ain't a good feeling. So
That's
this is a good feeling right here, honestly. So.
Well, I'm glad, man. I'm
Hell
glad.
yeah. Appreciate
I got more than I ever thought I would out of
Hell
it.
yeah.
And
I'm
so-
sorry again. I really
You
do
do not-
apologize for like not being
no.
able to talk because I'm really good at articulating and
No, you
speaking, but
that's-
like it was too much emotion and everything, bro. I was like, fuck.
Caleb's back there watching. We couldn't have got anything better. From a perspective of like doing a podcast, like business wise and stuff, I couldn't have asked for a better interview.
Cool.
So you
I'm
don't
like,
not
I'm about
need to
just saw
apologize
that
to
shit.
me.
Like, where I'm like,
No,
I'm trying to keep my composure, bro, but you don't know how much
no,
shit
that's
is
some
up
raw,
in here, bro.
It's raw
Yeah,
as fuck, and like
Yeah.
there's no, I wouldn't give anything to change.
Oh, yeah,
to
appreciate
change
it, bro.
So that's and aside from the podcast thing, like I said, I'm just really happy I got to I got to be a part of it and that you got to get it off your chest.
Yeah, I
Like-
do feel better. So when I tell my wife, she'll be like, "Oh yeah, like how do you feel?" I'm like, "Shit, I feel good. Let's do the next thing. You know,
Yeah.
let's get it rocking." This is Johnny Cupcakes, by the way. Let's see.
Where is it?
Oh.
Okay.
Am I pointing at the right one? I ain't
Yeah,
never-
you are. I think the cupcake with the with skull and bones.
Johnny Cupcakes. Check them
That's-
out.
That's dope.
Yeah. So that's that. I got to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
get up
man.
and
Go ahead. We're done.
Appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yeah.